when the phrase is used, Tzelem Elohim, it's actually two Zelems Elohim. And this is one of the reasons that Elohim is in the plural. And it's a masculine word with a feminine plural. Because all this happens to relate to the human being who was made both male and female. You see? And so, actually, both of his parts are male and female. So, when the side, the zelah, the rib, it's a side, is separated, which is the feminine, that still contains a masculine aspect. And the masculine still contains a feminine aspect. So there are really four. So there's two Zelems, and each casts two shadows, so to speak. But the two Zelems are related in Tzelem Elohim. Let's do the gematria. Remember, I did a previous one here with Tzelem, and this is my real big deal here, because Tzelem to me is 160, and that's Cain. So Cain is in the Tzelem Elohim. And as I said there, the Tzelem is the astral world. So Cain represents in the astral world, and in the astral world, maybe you don't take care of your brother, so, like this. And so here we are in Tzelem Elohim. Tzelem is 162. Elohim is 86. So 162 and 86 is 248. 248 is the number of the positive commandments. As we all know, the positive commandments, which they call commandments of time, are not required, women are not required to do positive commandments. So there's a strange link between the positive commandments of 248 and women. So what is this? What is it for me is that 248 is the word rachem. Rachem, womb. The woman is the rachem, the mercy, the highest level, the Shekinah itself, the divine presence itself, which is the same as the haze in Yud Hey Vav Hey, or as Elohim itself. And it's one. And the masculine and feminine is one, that was separated into two. Tzelem Elohim. They were two. And this Tzelem Elohim is 248 is Rachem, and it's a womb, and it's the same thing we do in the Tahanun. Rahum Hanun. And when we say, and in Islam, when they talk about Bismillah Rahman Varahim, it's the same thing. And it's 248 is the womb. It's mercy. At the level where it's all mercy. You see? And of course the women don't have to do positive commandments, the 248 positive commandments, because they are that. They're unfolding of that. Their natural womb is that. And as we do the full gematria of Rachem is 500 for Resh, 418 for Het, that's 918, and final Mem is 80, that's 998 plus 1 for all. Or if you want 3 to make it 1,001, but no, 1 for all. 1 for all is 999, and that's El Shaddai. And that's El Shaddai, which we consider the phallus. And it's the phallus area. And it's the womb. And it's the phallus. You know, phallus, penis. And this is the whole idea of mother, of mère, of mercy, of merci in French. And this level of the feminine is the Shekinah. And remember, the Shekinah is 385, which is the gematria of Osea world, and the full spelling of Mikael. But the full spelling of Shekinah is 592. So the din of Shekinah is 207, which is Ein Sof. And that's the head that cannot be understood, the woman's head. Because the woman is only in jouissance. It's more than necessary. It's what I call an en plus. It's pleasure. And it's the mothering, it's the womb, Rachem. And with a switch of one letter from a mem, we go to a lamed, it's Rachel. And Rachel is crying for her children in the midnight tikkun second part. And on second day of Rosh Hashanah. It's Rachel who's the Rachem. And this is what's in the Tzelem. B'Tzelem. And the Tzelem is the astral world. And when you do this, when you enter the Tzelem, you enter the astral world. And so what do we say? What do we say in the first chapters? First chapter, and then in the Noach portion also. It was B'Tzelem Elohim. You know, and Adam in God's Zalmo. In his Tzelem. And that's what makes him the ruler here on earth. Because he's coming from the astral plane down here into the physical plane. So he is this manifestation of the Zalmo of Hashem. It's come from another reality. And you enter that other reality, if you're smart, in dreamland, meditation land. And if you can, bring it back. So, Tzelem Elohim is 248 as 2 words. Those 2 words plus 2 is 250, and that's a ner. And remember I said that ner is the candle of man, higher than the shemesh. Or Ein Sof that comes from Hashem. Because the physical candle of man down here in the physical plane. So there's much here. Much to be said, which I'm going to continue saying. Because the Tzelem Elohim is the Rachem, the womb. It's a woman.